In a small town, surrounded by rolling hills, lived a boy named Simon. Simon was a hard-working boy who lived with his stepmother and stepsisters. His stepmother was cruel and made him do all the household chores while his stepsisters lazed around. Simon longed to escape his mundane life and explore the world. One day, he heard of a documentary exploring the incredible biodiversity found in the world's rainforests. Simon was fascinated by the idea and decided to watch it. Simon snuck away to his room and watched the documentary on his laptop. He was amazed by the colorful birds and insects, the majestic trees and plants. But what caught his attention the most was the underwater world. The documentary showed the vast ocean and the creatures that lived in it. Simon was mesmerized by the beauty of it all. As the documentary came to an end, Simon heard a loud noise coming from the backyard. He went to investigate and saw a large shark thrashing around in the pool. Simon was terrified and ran inside to tell his stepmother. Simon's stepmother and stepsisters laughed at him, not believing his story. But Simon knew what he saw and decided to take matters into his own hands. He went back to the pool and saw that the shark was still there. He knew he had to save it. Simon jumped into the pool and swam towards the shark. The shark was injured and had a hook stuck in its mouth. Simon carefully removed the hook and tended to the shark's wounds. He named the shark Brian and decided to keep it a secret from his stepmother and stepsisters. Simon hid Brian in his room and fed him fish from the market. He spent all his free time taking care of Brian and learning about sharks. Simon realized that sharks were not the terrifying creatures he thought they were. They were misunderstood and needed to be protected. One day, Simon's stepmother found out about Brian and was furious. She demanded that Simon get rid of the shark immediately. Simon knew he couldn't let that happen and decided to release Brian back into the ocean. Simon and Brian went to the beach and Simon released Brian back into the ocean. Simon was sad to see Brian go, but he knew it was the right thing to do. Simon walked back home, feeling proud of himself for saving Brian. He realized that he didn't need to escape his mundane life, he just needed to find adventure in the world around him. Simon's stepmother and stepsisters were watching a documentary on TV about sharks. Simon joined them and shared his knowledge about sharks. His stepmother and stepsisters were amazed by his newfound passion and knowledge. In the end, Simon realized that he didn't need to escape his life to find adventure. Adventure could be found anywhere, even in his own backyard. He learned to appreciate the world around him and to stand up for what he believed in. Simon and Brian's story became a local legend, inspiring others to protect the creatures of the ocean.